evening. This is another day of You Deserve to Smile, our 21 days of happiness. We are here every single day. Today, I'm a little earlier, seeing if that will help you guys because I know I'm all over. One of the greatest things about what we get to do is how much we get to give, right? Live to give. Right? If you can live to give, you can get so much more. Let me say that for you again. If you can live to give, you can get so much more. But it's a Monday. So we're doing some Monday's motivation, right? Monday's motivation. On this Monday, I want you to first smile, right? Because if we can stop and smile, we can stop and start anything. So smile. And then I want you to remember that you are invaluable, right? There is a value that only you possess, that only you can bring to the table, that no matter how many people they bring, no one can ever be you. So take the time to fall in love with yourself today. Fall in love with your strengths. Fall in love with your weaknesses. Fall in love with your desires. Understand what you don't want. It's important for us to be able to get to know ourselves so that we can love ourselves even greater. Right? Get to know yourself so you can be your own greatest cheerleader. Let me move back and get comfortable for you. Be your own greatest cheerleader. Like, who's going to cheer for you if you don't cheer for you? Who's going to love you if you don't love you? And it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You've heard me say this many times. If you watched any of my past videos, you always hear me say, I thank God for not making me perfect, but always giving me something to strive for. So be in a space where not only do you know what you bring to the table, but but you go to tables where what you bring is valued. Many of us spend so much time trying to fit in the places where we don't belong when there are people that are waiting right now to support you. There are people right now waiting to buy whatever goods or services you're selling. There are people right now that are waiting for you to step into your greatness so that they can watch your next video. They can get involved in your next webinar. They can come to your next big event. But it starts with you loving you. Most times, if we find ourselves uncomfortable, it's usually because we're unprepared. Confidence comes from the preparation. Actually, Kobe Bryant says it the best. The late, great Kobe Bryant says, I am always confident because I know the level of preparation I put in. See, if you prepare for the best, you put in the practices, right? The muscle memory from shooting that jump shot, for swinging that bat, from catching that football, from writing that business plan, for typing up that grant, whatever it is that you need to do in order to get to where you need to go will take preparation. Don't be upset when you don't get it right the first time. Most people don't hit a hole in one. If you've ever played golf, right, we know that it takes a number of swings in order to hit par. Sometimes par may be 4 swings, 5 swings, but no, most people don't hit a hole in one. So take the number of swings you need. Let me say it for you again. Take the number of swings you need in order for you to hit par, in order for you to hit your goal, in order for you to be able to smile big and truly enjoy life. Don't be so hard on yourself. No matter how many mistakes you made, no matter how many times you've come up short, if you've given it your all, then be willing to accept the results. Now, you know, if you haven't worked hard enough, you know, if you haven't practiced enough, you know, if you haven't done enough. And then that's why you haven't hit your goals. But if you've done everything in your possible power, you've made the sacrifice of time, you sacrifice some money, you sacrifice whatever it is that you know is necessary and needed to hit your goal, and you still don't hit your goal, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we have to be able to be willing to accept the results and learn the lessons along the way. Be your greatest cheerleader. No one's going to cheer for you, unless your parents are still alive, right? Not even always your parents, right? No one's going to cheer for you the way you'll cheer for you. No one's going to love you the way you love you. So take the time to truly fall in love with yourself. Take the time to read a new book so you can learn something new, right? Take the time to be able to detach from anything that doesn't serve you. Take the time to learn what makes you tick so that you can get more out of life as you put more into life, right? It's important. It's important that we pay attention to what we're doing with our time, because time is the only commodity that we cannot get more of. We don't have Mondays to waste. Well, we coming into Monday feeling bad. We come into Monday feeling like, thank God it's Monday. Like, we know that the great preacher, uh, Eric says, right, the hip hop preacher, thank God it's Monday. We don't have time to waste. We don't have time to give away. We don't have time to feel bad when we have the choice to feel good. There's people who want to pull us down, but there's also people that want to push us forward. Make sure that you're finding the right type of people. Or if you're not, be willing to walk alone until you do. There's someone that wants to see you smile as big as I do, right? There's someone that wants to see you succeed as much as you do. So it's important that you keep pushing, that you give it your all, that you never stop working on yourself. We have the choice every single day to get a day dumber or get a day smarter because we got a day older. Every day we should be learning something that brings us closer to where we want to go. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but we always have to learn something new. 5 years ago, AI didn't exist. So there's so much going at the speed of light. 5 years before that, there was something else that didn't exist. If you're like myself, if you're over 30, then you remember the times where there wasn't even any cell phones. So we know that there's always something for us to learn in order for us to reach new heights, new levels. There's always something for us to learn in order to take some of the burden off our backs. There's always something for us to learn in order for us to smile big. Take the time on this Monday to learn about you. You can't read you in a book unless you've done thousands of videos like myself. You can't learn about you on a video. You got to take the time to love and learn you. Learn you so you can love you more. Like for me, I learned that I shouldn't build anything with my hands. Everything that I build has a gangster lean to the left. So we always got to find, right? what works for us. So we have to hire people who build things, or maybe barter with people who build things, because building things with these hands ain't the best, right? So knowing your strengths as well as knowing your weaknesses. I know I'm an expert planner, right? I know I'm a great consultant. I know how to take things from ideas to execution, from execution to event. So I know my own strengths, just like I know my weaknesses, right? Because I've taken the time to learn myself. And I'm still learning me, because things change all the time. Who was around when we did the 24-hour sale with one of my clients, Mark Goods, the homie Mark Goods, right? If you were there when we did that, we learned something new about ourselves. We learned we're not 19 years old anymore. So that means that we need that rest. That 24-hour sale probably took days off of our lives as we tried to recover, as we tried to heal from that lack of rest. When they say that, youth is wasted on the young, then that is all so true. Youth is wasted on the young sometimes, because we couldn't believe, right? We couldn't believe how much we have grown, how far we have come, but also how much our bodies can't do anymore, right? Young Paz could grab the rim, dunk a basketball. Older Paz be glad if he can touch the backboard, right? So take the time to learn about yourself, to lean, right? They tell us lean into that love for yourself. Love yourself enough that anyone could lift your spirits, right? Love yourself enough that you let others bask in its overflow. So what does that mean? That means as it overflows, I can love you, because I took the time to love me. I took the time to reflect not only on how good I am, but the things I'm not that good at, right? Because there are always things we can get better at. There's things that we are far ahead of the rest of the world at, but there's things we can get better at. You may become a better cook today, right? You may become a better parent today. You may become a better marketer today. Whatever it is that you need to improve on in order to make you smile big, in order to let you enjoy more life, in order to allow you to truly be in love with you. One of the things you see me say every morning, if you watch our videos, is I love my life, right? Because I've taken the time to love me, to learn me, to understand me. I've taken the time to see what I can deal with, what I can't deal with. I've taken the time to see the type of people I want to be associated with and who I don't want to be associated with. And it's okay to walk alone. I had to let go of everyone until I knew who I was, in order to let the right people into my life. Some of us have been defined by others for so long, we don't even know who we are. So learn you, love you, and remember, you are invaluable. There will never, let me say this again, there will never be another you in the world. As much as I look like my father, who has passed away, I will never be Ernie Simpson, right? As much as my children look like me, they'll never be Paz Simpson, right? So there'll never be another you in the world. So learn, right, your value before you come into the room. Even if you're the janitor, right? If you're the best janitor in the world, if you sweep that floor with a smile, if you clean those toilets with pride, there's someone that's going to want to hire you. You may be a janitor that's getting paid more than anyone else in the building, right? Because the way you chose to show up to work, right? The way you clean the toilets allowed the customer service to raise, right? Because people felt better going into the bathrooms. The way you mopped and swept that floor allowed that floor to shine. So when the clients walked in, they spent more money. There's always a way you can add value, even, right? If you think you're at the bottom, right? People don't realize that the top of the totem pole is really the bottom. So you really want to be at the bottom, that base of the totem pole. So even if you're at the bottom right now, you can still feel good about where you are. You can still feel good about how you show up. You can still feel good about what you're doing because you took the time to fall in love with you. And you are one of a kind. You are special. You are the greatest you in the world. We're doing 21 days of happiness. So we're preparing for your happiest year, 2025. We're going to be switching the date. We got some conflicts of interest that came up. So I will be announcing the new date by the end of the week so that we can get more people to truly enjoy their 2025, be in focus with their vision, mission, direction, and connection, right? So that they can get the most out of next year. But that won't stop us from doing the 21 days of happiness. We might even extend it to 23 days and actually bring us to the new year. If you want us to extend it all the way through January 1st, send us a message, send us a DM, and let us know so that we can continue to keep going. If these videos make you smile, bring you any joy, let us know. We'll keep going. Right now we have 21 days. But today's message is for you to fall in love with you. It doesn't matter how your spouse feels about you, or your parents feel about you, or your siblings feel about you. What matters the most is how do you feel about you? How do you love you? How do you show up for you so that others can join in on the love party, right? If I love me so much that you couldn't throw me off, right? I love me enough to love you. I love me enough to fill my cup up with love and pour some love on you. I love me enough that no one can shake my confidence because I know how hard I prepare. I'm prepared for everything that's coming my way, and you should too. So we're going into 2025. I have my friends and extended family coming together to support you, right? Because we are only as good as the people we are connected to, right? You've heard me say this in the first few days. Charlie Tremendous Jones says we are the average of the 5 people that we keep around the most. If you're around 4 losers, you will be the 5th. If you're around 4 winners, you will be the 5th. If you're around 4 go-getters, you will be the 5th. So keep paying attention to who's around you, right? You want your circle to be something that motivates you, not a cage that locks you in. Let me say that for you again. You want your circle, right, to be something that motivates you, not a cage that boxes you in. So as we are going through, make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend on these 21 days of happiness. Go back and watch the other days. If this is a time that you want me to do my 21 days of happiness, because I've done them at different times, all during this time, because schedule conflicts, uh, things that we've committed to, but we've committed to you. We've committed to do this for you every single day. Even when we went to New York and realized how late it was still before midnight. So we still gave you, one day in that 21 days of happiness. Again, 21 days ends on the 29th. So if you want us to go through the 31st, that'll give us all the way through the new year. Let us know and we might extend it. Send us a message, put something in the comments. Let us know that this is helping you smile, right? Because you deserve to smile. This is helping you find your way because you deserve to be great. This is helping you show up as your greatest self. If this is, let us know and we'll keep going. all the way to the 23rd. We are going to be switching You Deserve to Smile to another day because there's been some conflicts in some of my speakers, and we want to bring you the whole extended family. We want to bring you everyone that is truly going to pour into you to make sure that 2025 is your happiest year. You deserve to smile. This was a Motivated Monday. On this Motivated Monday, let's remember to love us like no one else can love us. Fall in love with you like no one else can fall in love with you. Be your greatest cheerleader like only you can, right? Get hyped up every time you look in the mirror and know, say it with me, I love me. I'm worthy. Some people may not like me, but I don't care because the people that matter will be glad that I'm here. The people that matter will be glad that you showed up. They will be glad that you never gave up. They will be glad that you held up, right? Your end of the bargain so that you can truly be successful. You know, these 23 days of happiness or 21 days of happiness based on your choice, it's going to be something that we do as we prepare, right? Don't forget, we got season 2 coming of You Don't Have to Be Perfect. That'll start in January. Season 2 of Puff Puff Pass, right? The edits for Puff Puff Pass is coming, so that will be on air come January. All those who participated in season 1, it was a great season. Season 2 starts in January, so please come hang out with us in Infusions when that starts. But until then, 21 days of happiness. Every day I'm going to give you a reason to smile, a way to lean into your love, and just another way to continue to be happy. And if you want to join us on those 21 days of happiness, and also if you want to be a part of 2025, your happiest year, go to joyfulfunds.com, get your tickets, because that's going to be an amazing time. We have an amazing, group of people coming to speak to you, people from all walks of life, from banking to entertainment, all people who are intentionally happy, all people with a big vision, mission, all people that can provide you with direction so that you feel better about your connections. So we are here on our 21 days of happiness, hoping that we are helping you smile bigger, hoping that we are connecting you, right, to your happiest self, hoping that we are knocking away, right, your rough edges so that you can be the best version of you. These videos are helping you, making you smile, or bring anything to you. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and let us know when you think would be best for you to be able to get your daily smile. Maybe tomorrow we'll do our live in the morning and just keep testing out to see where we can make the greatest impact to you, for you, and allow you to smile the biggest. This is Paz Simpson, aka the Happiness Engineer, saying you are the greatest you in the world, and there's nothing in this world that can stop you but you. So let's not stop ourselves, right? Let's not